It's Slip It In, the combo that has you obsessed.
We're talking pop culture, bad choices, obviously things that should stay in the group chat.
But they don't.
You'll laugh.
You'll cringe.
And then, oh my God, did they really just say that?
Oh, we said it.
And yeah, we slip it in.
Every single episode.
You'll laugh, you'll cringe, you'll beg for more with a guilty pleasure you can't ignore. Like a drunk text sent at 2 a.m. We slipped it in again.
Welcome, 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 everyone. We are back, slipping it in with you. I'm Megan.
I'm Matty.
You cannot call me Pappy, but I'm JJ.
Well, I can finally breathe outside. What about you guys?
Whoo,
Yeah.
finally today. So yeah, it's been a little weird for me. I don't know about you all, but what we're referencing, obviously, by the time people listen to this, it's big news. It's not groundbreaking here what we're talking about, but because we're in Michigan and the Canadian fires are right across the Detroit River from us, we had the worst air quality, they would say, on the planet. Which I'm just like, it's, but it was. We were number one. There's a IQ quality website that I think probably almost went down because it probably was visited by like 15 people a day, and then suddenly thousands are checking the air quality. It's kind of cool. I checked it for even Lowell, so I could tell my dad not to mow the lawn. But yeah. So it's been rough. I mean, I had little PTSD, to be honest with you. It felt like COVID because I didn't want to go out of my house. It was that bad. And then if you did go out of your house, you had to wear a mask. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm having flashbacks.
I had to go to like all my drawers trying to find my mask. And I'm actually grateful that I actually had some that I saved up, because otherwise I tried and attempted to go to the gym. I think it was like Thursday. And I said, I'm just going to go and do it. It was so bad it was, I'm like, I did a quick Fruit Loop, went back home.
I went out to water my flowers and I just turned right back around because it literally felt like there was a bonfire all around me.
Yeah. And sometimes during like, I was like my work day, I would get a whiff of like the smoke and I would think, oh wait, did I put anything on the stove that I forgot about? Like, but it was like, oh no, it's the fire. It's the fires. And it's like bad. It was very bad.
You know, speaking of masks, just so you know, public service announcement, you do need an N95 mask, not just a COVID mask.
I know. But
okay, well.
Yeah, they said the regular paper or cloth masks do nothing with the smoke.
Not for
and there's actual like particles in this air of like burnt ash, etc.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't think we're on the other end of this. Obviously, Canada has it the worst because that's where the fires are. In America, we have it the worst in Michigan and specifically in Detroit.
Yes.
The weather patterns changed. So today I was able to run some errands.
Yeah.
But I don't know what next week brings, but we're taking what we get. And I have heard that the weather is supposed to be beautiful in New Jersey on Sunday.
Oh, I'm so excited about that for the World Cup. Spain and Argentina.
Yeah, I'm excited too. JJ is going to either be loving life, or very depressed. Either
By
way,
the time that this
Monday
episode drops, I might be even depressed or overjoyed. And I'm so excited because like the actual jersey that they're wearing now for the away I'm supposed to get it on Monday.
Oh,
wow.
So fingers crossed.
Perfect.
Oh, wait. So the jersey, a victory jersey?
The victory jersey.
Oh, wow. That's a risk.
So if you don't know, we're talking about the World Cup, which I will say I am so excited for the halftime show.
Oh, okay.
Madonna, Shakira, Bieber. Oh, don't. I can't. It's unwatchable. I was here with Matty and JJ the other day watching one of the games, and for some reason, I still don't quite understand it. It's all in Spanish. The commentators,
we can explain this. And NBC is hosting the World Cup, a FIFA World Cup, and NBC is affiliated with Telemundo, which is the host and a Spanish broadcaster. It's a global broadcaster, and that's why in Peacock you can see it and watch it in Spanish.
Also-
but if you don't understand it, you can go to Fox Sports.
Oh, okay.
Fox Sports. Fox Sports?
Oh,
Fox.
Also, Megan, when you
Guys,
don't
with the
understand it, it's just a Google away, I will say.
Yeah.
Well,
So anyway, JJ is either going to be, I took Monday off.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
I'm either
really?
going to be needing it off because I've got to provide support for JJ, or I'm taking it off because we went crazy Sunday night. So
wow, interesting.
They're very
so
excited.
that is kind of an on the fence kind of thing. Let's get one more negative thing out before we get into some other topics.
Okay.
Another thing that Detroit is on the top.
Yes. Michigan
yes.
is making headlines left and right.
Please, Megan. Clue our listeners
if you
in.
haven't heard about it, there is this whole, I think Cyclosopra is what it's called, which is this parasite or virus that's giving people diarrhea.
Explosive diarrhea.
Yes, explosive diarrhea. And it's been linked to Taco Bell's, I'm sorry to say, but also further
that was
back,
even hard for her to even say it out
I know,
loud.
because I love Taco Bell. But it goes back to their lettuce provider, Taylor Farms, which I always see Taylor Farms. I buy some of their bagged salad mixes and things, and I always think of them as being higher quality than like a Dole bagged mix lettuce. So, yeah, I'm kind of shocked and surprised by it.
Yeah, I feel like you really dodged a bullet.
Well, so what's funny is on July 4th weekend, which is when I think this explosive diarrhea started happening to people, we were driving up north and we were going to stop to get food on the way. And we went into a town called West Branch and we're going to get food. And Kyle and Denise, who you heard on the last episode, were like, we want chicken fingers. So we were like, oh, we'll go to a KFC. Well, we pull in, it's a KFC / Taco Bell, which is one of my faves. Because then I'm like, oh, good, I'm going to get Taco Bell. Well, we pull in and we realize it's completely black.
Oh.
And then we're like, oh, they must not have power or something. Well, then we pull back out to the road and this exit has like every fast food place imaginable. So I'm like, oh, perfect. We'll just go here. We're like looking at them. All of a sudden we realize nothing, no one has power. The stop sign, the stop lights are off. Everything's black. The whole town is without power.
Okay.
So we just turned around and got back on the
there
freeway.
was a big storm that day.
Yeah, or the day before. So we continued on to Grayling.
With
but
no chicken fingers?
No chicken fingers,
Not
no
a finger
Taco
in
Bell, nothing. So I just saw a map the other day on the news that showed like where the biggest outbreaks were and like it had little red dots. And in Michigan, it was all like northern Michigan is like where the first outbreak. So had that Taco Bell been open, I probably would have been screwed because I like a Nacho Supreme Doritos Locos taco.
Or a Cantina Little Quesadilla.
Yeah.
But the quesadillas don't have lettuce. It's on the tacos.
I was just going to say, there's about every product Taco Bell has. Seems like it does, but I stand corrected.
According to the aficionado, she knows exactly the menu.
I was nervous that weekend too, because at that point, obviously they hadn't identified it. But then a few weeks later, they were starting to talk about produce and shredded lettuce. And I had brought a bunch of fruit. We had shredded lettuce at the place.
I did buy shredded
lettuce. And there's a 2-week incubation period. So I'm like, are we all gonna, because last year we all, like half of us got COVID. And this year I'm like, are half of us gonna get cyclospora?
And I think our friend Melissa sent us an article the day before the day that they were arriving about watching the fruits.
Yes.
And
we were just prepping the fruit there.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get a lot of blame here.
Yeah.
A lot of people, though, before we move on from this particular topic, par for the course, people on TikTok.
Oh, yes.
They are embracing it. They're like, oh, I'm one shredded lettuce bag away from my goal weight. Remember the tapeworm?
There are people
trying
to, yes.
Right. But they're losing 15 to 20 pounds because of the explosive diarrhea.
Exactly. It's called skinny tox. People are doing skinny talk.
Oh my God. You know what they should call it? Lettuce maxing.
Oh my God. This is why, because if you have diarrhea, like you really need a bidet because it'll help with that hole. Like it's just like, because it's tender.
Well, a Toto toilet.
Yeah.
Toto toilet cleans itself.
Well,
No
but
toilet
if for
brush
those
needed.
that cannot afford a
And-
Toto, a tushy that is just $70
Right.
can
And
help you.
Yeah. You can get your
Or
toilet
maybe a
brush at your
product
dollar
that we
store.
can actually we're gonna promote later on the episode can help
All
you as
right,
well.
that's a good tie-in. So just before we go, there are currently, as of today, I did a little research. It is in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. 1,600 illnesses, 94 hospitalizations, 0 deaths at this point. And I do want to read Taco Bell posted on X, I believe it was this morning, their official statement. It said, "We want you to hear it from us. We take our health and safety seriously and have removed all affected Taylor Farms lettuce from Taco Bell stores. Go ahead and enjoy your Taco Bell today. You always got us. We always got you. See you in the drive-thru."
Love it.
Okay, I like
So-
that.
Well, that's good. I mean, from a corporate standpoint, they've already been
There is-
sued, so people are
Yeah.
starting some class action lawsuits.
I don't know. The next, I'm gonna think about it. The next Taco Bell order I'm gonna get. Like, it's
I
just
think
like,
everybody is. It's just going to stick with you a little bit. And can you imagine all the people that work there that are in their like 18s, 20s? They're like, "What do you mean? What's wrong with our lettuce?"
Well, they might be suffering themselves if they've been eating their
Probably.
product.
Oh, on break. Yeah, I bet they have
Yeah.
a lot of call-ins.
Yes.
Anyway, let's bridge this conversation into some other chicken fingers. How about that, Mian?
Perfect.
I think you have
Well, just now I just read that nationwide Costco has created a new food item at all their food courts nationwide. And people are super excited about it. They are now serving chicken tenders at all the food courts
tenders.
in Costco nationwide. Yep.
Have we had this
What's the
conversation? I was
difference
going to
of
say that
tenders
too.
and fingers.
Nuggets, tenders, fingers. Well, you should know, JJ.
Tenders
Well, I
and
know
fingers are
I know the
same.
nugget and I know a finger,
It-
but the tender, it's pretty much just the same thing. It's a thing.
Chicken fingers, chicken tenders, I think are the same. It's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
sliced chicken breast, breaded and fried.
Interesting. I went to one of the newest rooftops here in Detroit at the Hudson. It's called Pine Hall.
Yes.
And their menu, they have this called fried boneless chicken. It is just chicken fingers.
Is
Well,
it,
of
or is
course.
it just, is it like more of a,
No.
a ball,
Is
like a
this
popcorn
a regular?
chicken?
No,
Nope.
it is a regular chicken finger. I'm like, I asked the waitress, like, do you want to just find like a fancy way to just call it chicken finger? She's like, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well,
Well,
you
let
and
me-
I. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I want to know what sauces come with these.
Oh,
fancy
honey
fingers.
mustard and barbecue, which
Okay.
I preferred a barbecue and a homemade ranch because I mixed the two.
Oh,
I was going to say you and I, JJ, last week went to Como's, which is a long-standing pizza place, well known in Ferndale, and we had always loved their chicken fingers. And believe it or not, they
changed the
wrapped
recipe.
it, they rolled it in Captain Crunch
They used to
and fried it. And
Yeah.
I'm not a Captain Crunch fan per se, but the fingers were so good.
the best.
Now I think we literally were like, I think these were air fried.
They were yeah.
oh, is it the
They're-
same coating though?
No,
No,
Oh, so I bet they're buying them pre-done frozen to
Yeah.
save money, cost,
probably
and
probably
time.
from Costco.
but air frying.
Probably,
I don't
yeah.
I don't want air frying at my restaurants.
No, I
And
and
I-
you can know when a product has been air fried. Like I love my air fryer. I'm not opposed
Sure, at
to it.
home.
But at home on a Sunday, recovering from the Saturday. But when I go out to a restaurant,
I
don't
expect
air
more.
fry it
Yeah, I
unless I'm on
agree.
the Elks.
well, maybe they're trying to keep calories down for all the gays.
Next.
Well, you know, the gays
Well,
are watching their weight more so
I'm-
maybe than some of the straights.
True. I mean,
Well, straights eat chicken fingers
or
Correct, but I feel like they're
because
not.
of the restaurant being in Ferndale.
Yeah.
Well,
Correct.
or recovering from the diarrhea, because
Well,
you
correct.
don't want an oily
Exactly.
chicken finger.
Oh, JJ.
Well, talking about Costco, the other thing is USA Today just published an article about Costco's samples and how they're saying that
Oh,
studies have
You're speaking
shown
my language now.
people are getting a serotonin kick by going to Costco and getting the free samples.
Well, I've
got a
seen
kick
people-
or two.
I've seen people and you can sense it on their face. It's
Yeah.
like they're willing to wait 2 minutes in this little
I
oven
never
they're
will wait.
cooking
Yeah.
for a toasted ravioli. I'm
Or
like,
tilapia.
or tilapia.
Yeah. And so some people, like, apparently they call them like tiny bites of happiness.
Oh my God.
Aw.
It makes me happy. Like, I
Yes.
really like a little sample. Let me just track back a little bit. I hate going to Costco.
Mhm.
Oh,
But when
really? Oh, I love it.
I hate it. Matty knows this. If he goes to Costco, I try to get him to get my whatever 3-4 items I need from Costco. And he sometimes texts me, it's like, just FYI, I'm going to Costco. Do you need anything? Because it gives me so much anxiety and stress. But when I do, I better get my samples.
Well, do you really have anxiety and stress at all point? Because you seem locked in when you do come. You seem very focused, locked in to get your tilapia, to get your little salad.
I am locked in to get the samps, not
Do
locked
you
in
wait
to just go
for
around.
A sample?
Sometimes.
You know what?
Really?
You know what
never
I'm
wait.
realizing? I think you say yes to me during sample times, and no, you're looking at the clock, aren't you? You're like, it's 7 p.m. There's no samples. I'm not
There's
going.
no samps.
I'm out.
Yeah. Or it depends on the day too. If it's the weekend, I know samples are out and about. Saturdays,
yes.
Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
During the week, there's not much sampling.
I do think you can get a full meal if you go.
Oh,
at the
you
right
can
time.
at
Like
lunchtime.
lunch, you could,
Mhm.
And
so
you
is
wrap it
during
up
the
with a
day.
hot dog.
Yes.
From
Well,
Costco.
or now
Now-
those chicken tenders all
Oh,
at the
yeah.
food court. But yeah, so I mean, forget retail therapy. It's really called sample therapy. I think if you're at Costco.
Trader Joe's does it too.
They do,
have
but they
one
only
booth.
have one.
Yeah.
Costco's
Yeah.
got like 6 or
It is
7.
something.
And
It
I
is
love it at
something,
the
but-
end where they have like all the snack items and there's like a little piece of chocolate that they're sampling,
Yeah.
like the sea salt
Well,
caramels.
they do technically have two, and I was gonna say those. In Trader Joe's, they have the wine section, which they're
Oh,
sampling
yeah.
the wine with the little cheese or popcorn, a
Yes.
little snacky dude, and then they have the other one.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm not. The Trader Joe's samples, I can take them or leave them. The
Yeah.
Costco, there's usually always at least one
there's a
really good
sample,
one.
I'm on that line.
Yeah.
Can we move into true crime?
Oh, yeah.
I have
Because
two-
if the slippers have not noticed, what are we doing today is just
Catching up.
Catching up.
Yep.
We
you
were
know.
off the grid up in
Yes.
at the Osaba, and then we had a special guest last week. So there's a lot of shit
Oh,
going on.
Sabo.
Oh, Sable. Sorry.
Yes.
I got it wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
Osaba.
We're catching up, headlines, hot topics, and all the
Headlines,
things.
All the
Yeah.
things that, and we haven't really seen each other since the cabin.
No.
So this is us. This is what we do.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Kikiing. It's a
I-
kiki party.
Yes, I love it.
I have two true crime.
Tutu.
One involves a bison.
Oh,
and
God, I
one
know.
is more serious. And so I'm not laughing about
Oh,
that
so it's a creature feature.
first. Let's
First.
do that.
Creature
first.
feature.
And this can be probably short. And this isn't funny either. But did you guys see, I'm sure,
I saw the
the
video.
grandpa that got
Yes.
this bison. All right. Where do you guys let's talk about this in a way. I have a question for you guys. How do you feel about the bison's behavior? Pro or con?
Well, he's just being an animal. I'm not,
Right.
There's no pro or con about it. It's just typical animal behavior.
Yeah. So pro, I would say. I mean, like he's in the wild. And I struggle with, I'm somebody that loves nature. I struggle with even seeing the footage and all the people around. I know they're saying 20 to 25 feet is how far you're supposed to stay, but that for a bison, that animal was 2,000 pounds and has these huge horns, and a white pickup truck apparently beeped their horn. It startled the bison, and he started to go for grandpa and his grandson. The grandpa had his son run one way and distracted the bison to come the other. And if you watch the video, they're playing a little game. The bison and the grandpa are playing like a little game of hide and seek amongst the trees. Grandpa lost the game,
Yes.
basically. And it ended up actually gorging him. You can't really tell he was gored, but he was, in his like side of his hip, and thrown like 8 or 10 feet into the air. And he ended up, let's see what, he like broke his femur. And
How old was he? Is he?
I don't know how old grandpa was, but like he looked like he was in his 70s.
Yeah.
So He 65. Sorry, Grandpa, for aging you. Yeah. His name was
Hopefully he's not listening.
I know. His name was Carl.
But if he is listening, we have a chair for him.
Yes, if you want to come on. Right.
100.
And this was at Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And
it's in your bucket list.
So it caught him near the hip and launched him 8 feet. It broke his femur in 4 places.
Wow.
And he had to go under surgery, and he kind of is laughing about it or whatever. But I don't know. It's just.
I always say, and I'm not a big fan of zoos usually.
Sure.
But if you want to experience an animal under contained environment without any repercussions or anything like that, that's why the zoos are for.
But if you're even then, don't taunt them. Or
no, but if you're stepping into their own environment, you're really much just,
you're at their mercy.
Yeah, you are. Like, it's just like I've been to like the Rocky Mountains when you just like step into, I've seen wolves like walking around us and people just trying to play around with this. Like, this is a wild animal. Like, we went to South Africa. Like, people
are ridiculous.
Like, even like the people that are in South Africa, they're like always like very.
Remember those baboons at our hotel that would, if you left your slider open, they'd come right into your room and steal your fruit.
So, I mean.
And people would screw around with them and try to get close to them and all those things.
Yeah, so you are at risk of that.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like any charges should be brought against the driver of the truck that honked his horn?
Yeah,
who has nothing to do with the grandpa and the kid, but the grandpa and because they didn't do anything wrong. They were abiding by the rules.
Yeah.
The truck startled the Bison, and then Bison obviously didn't go after the truck. It kind of got agitated and went in their direction. I agree. I mean, that man was injured because of the recklessness of, because I'm sure Yellowstone has policies on 100%. Honking your horns.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but the Bison, he had a mission.
He did.
You can see in the video.
The man was lucky he wasn't killed.
Yeah. 100%.
Well,
he was just
100%. Like that.
He was ready to charge.
Animals.
Like, it was just.
I just bought a whole book of Bison stamps.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my!
And then the Bison hit the news, and I'm like, should I hold on to these?
Oh, please! I can't. Well, speaking of creature features, did you guys see that video of the KTLA reporter who was reporting on the news and a cockroach was just crawling on her chest?
I did not see that.
I just watched it. I'm like, I can't believe she didn't even like try to flick it off or anything. It was crazy to me.
So she's doing a live segment,
just talking like this with her microphone,
and you can see the cockroach,
and it's just crawling all on her chest. Yeah.
And so the suggestion being she was just trying to be a professional and pretend like
I think, or maybe
you would
she
feel
did.
that.
You would think she did. I don't know. I would freak out. Like, remember when we were recording at the cabin and I got that tick and I was trying to just go with it and quietly get rid of it.
No,
and then you guys stopped the production.
You weren't quietly trying. You were slamming your
because
shoe
then when I got it off my foot, I wanted to make sure it was killed so it didn't get on anyone else.
Right. But for the record, that wasn't
I'm not going to comment on this. I'm not going to comment on this because there's going to be a Netflix documentary where they are going to interview Matty and I on Megan's behavior, and we're going to confess all the things.
Oh, God.
All the things.
I can't.
But this reminds me, I don't know if you guys actually saw, this was not even put on our pre-production meeting, but like that reminds me of like Jennifer Lopez in 2025. She had a moment with the cricket.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But
she took it off and threw it, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
But that's so in Kazakhstan. The funny thing is that people were seeing, because obviously the big screens.
Oh, yeah. Everyone
people saw the
Oh,
cricket,
yeah.
so they started yelling. So she thought it was a standing ovation for her.
Oh, God. Well, they were trying to look out for her.
Which is funny because crickets
like,
and standing ovations are crickets. Crickets.
She's like, oh my God. Am I thinking that's
crickets.
good?
Yeah.
It's just crickets. But you had a second true crime.
I do have a second one. And this is like one of those stories that hits the headline that seems to over time capture everyone's attention because there's a lot of unknowns. And it's a developing story, so we might talk about it a little bit more in the future. But it's about also July 4th. It ties back to July 4th. So this 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells, so he disappeared on July 4th on a boat trip to Horn Island, which is in Mississippi. unfortunately, his body was found 2 days later when it washed up. He went to the island with 3 of his friends, but those friends returned from the island without him.
And they went by boat.
Mhm.
Yes, they went by boat. And the stories, I don't know, there's different things out there, but from our understanding, the reason the parents are feeling, because I guess preliminarily, and they're still doing autopsy and toxicology.
Well, they did
Correct.
autopsy already, but
The results.
They're waiting for the results. Yeah.
But they say on the surface, it doesn't look like there was any foul play.
Yeah.
However, the parents are, like, we know our son. And so some of the odd things that happened is they say he normally would not leave the island. He sticks with his people. His wallet and his phone, which to me is the weirdest,
Yes.
are on the boat. So the
Correct.
boat returns but then there's all this other stuff where the boat had some mechanical
So there's
issues.
a lot of layers.
There is. But let's go on the phone piece and the wallet piece, because I think we have some strong opinions on that. Because why?
And we have
Myself-
an attorney on the table.
We do. Myself included. Like the mom said, I know my son, he wouldn't
Yeah.
stay back. I'm going to say this, Mom. As much as you know your child on the 4th of July,
Every
a
mom would
party
say,
at an island with a lot of probably consuming alcohol, or I'm not saying he was or wasn't, but just he could just have had fun and decided to stay.
Well, no, but you're missing a key fact. The
His
friends
wife.
are saying he stayed because he met a girl and he
Okay.
wanted to keep talking and hanging out with the girl.
Okay, there's another reason to stay.
Yeah. So that is
That-
legitimate. But the question is, having had a boat myself in the past, we would often anchor in the water and then you would swim to shore or like wade to shore. So I can see your phone and wallet being left then. But when you make the decision to tell your friends, hey, I'm not going to go back on the boat, I think you would make sure you would get your phone and or your wallet. But at the very least, your phone, because your phone, maybe now you don't need your wallet. I'll get it later. But my phone, I can order Ubers. I can pay with Apple Pay.
Take
I
a
can do
selfie.
whatever
Well,
I
you
need.
can't get an Uber out from the island, but
But you
But at
don't know if
least you
this
can just-
island
yeah.
is, you don't know if the island is fully surrounded by water or if it's connected
If
by
it's an
land.
island, it's fully
I
surrounded
mean,
by
that's
water.
by definition. But
By
they
definition,
could,
Well,
it's an island.
Okay.
well, they
But
There
did
might be
are-
a bridge.
anyway.
Correct. There's
Anyway.
there
but
could be a way
an
out.
But there-
island is
it does
surrounded
feel
by
like
water.
there should be-
Let's just put
Well,
it
no,
out
but
there.
it doesn't mean that you can't drive
Well,
on and off.
yes, but you
That's
were
true.
questioning the definition of an island.
Well, I'm questioning. He's saying I can't get an Uber off it. I said I don't think you know.
Well,
Yes.
I'm going to go with I bet you can.
okay,
But,
well, I
but
don't
there
know.
is an opportunity there. Why not
Yeah.
a boat Uber? I mean, they call them a boat taxi.
Correct. Which
So
again,
he could get
hopefully
with
you
his
can
phone.
pay with your phone.
So that to me is the weirdest thing.
I
And
agree.
now there's speculation, supposedly that there could have been an argument had.
Mhm.
Also, what I find interesting is on the boat back when they were. So then they started to think that they were taking on water and the boat was going to sink. So they had to call and ask for Coast Guard support. And they're like, they ask, and it's recorded, how many people are on the boat? Like 7 of us. So they didn't even give a full count. And if three or four went over, then there's 7 coming back and he's not on the boat. And I don't know. We're going to see how there's some high profile attorneys and
Benjamin Crump is representing the family.
yeah. And there's a whole timeline.
Tyler
of things.
Perry is handling all the funeral arrangements.
Yeah. So I think this is going to play out for a little bit. And of course, there's all the sleuths on TikTok making all of these. I can't stand that. I can't.
Yeah. I just
I'm
don't.
like, you don't even have the facts and you're starting to.
I'm a fan of TikTok, but when it comes to like news like that and they're trying to get their own take on it, and I'm like, I just turn it off.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, sometimes I like to hear what they're saying.
I did
Their
get
take.
I did get caught up in it when that one lady, like, what was her name? That police officer, did she hit her husband or didn't she hit her husband? Oh, I
don't
can't
know.
remember.
I've-
She got off. It was a hung jury and then she got off. Okay, well, next.
Are you talking about Karen Reed?
Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes,
well, you
Karen
missed a
Reed.
lot of facts.
We don't have
I'm
to dive
saying-
into that.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I know. I'm just saying I got into the TikToks about people talking about the Karen Reed thing, and it kind of sucked me in. But
there was like a whole town kind of involved. So,
well, yes, I know.
Which
I'm
is
not
the
here
same
to debate
case with this.
I'm not here to debate that with you.
But to
I'm
Matty's
here to
point,
say-
this is a developing story, so we're definitely keeping an
track
eye
that
on
one.
it and making sure that we bring it in and try to lift up those families that are stressed about this. And it's I mean, our hearts are with the family, and hopefully they get a resolution of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What else do you want to talk about?
Megan, you're getting ready for some injections in your knees?
Yeah. So there's my knees are fine, but I'm really excited when I hear about
you
new
say that now.
research.
You should talk about your own knees.
Oh, well, maybe you need this. So there's a new, it's a new injectable treatment that will allow your body to regenerate cartilage. So they're saying that with this new shot, if it works, it's a game changer for people with arthritis or chronic knee pain, because now they can just get a shot in their knee and it's going to regrow the cartilage. So instead of masking pain with things like a cortisone shot, which I will tell you, my PM&R doctor says you should really avoid cortisone shots at all costs, because studies show they actually damage your muscles and cartilage over time. So this new shot that could regrow cartilage could stop people from having to have knee surgeries, things like that, when they get injured. So very excited. It's new. It's in studies. It's not out there. You can't get it yet, but let's hope it comes to us sooner rather than later.
It because I'm at the age that I'm only like 32, but I'm at the age that when, my knees might crack here and there because I do a lot of squats though.
Well, you're going to probably want this injection.
So I might want that injection because.
And you are in the prayer position a lot. No? Never
Don't
mind.
speak for like my prayer positions.
So that sounds like you're doing a lot of blowjobs.
I am not a blowjob aficionado.
Well, it sounds like it.
Not at all.
No.
This is a full. Matty, I don't know what you're bringing down.
I'm supporting your desire to get this cartilage out on the market.
No.
Well,
it's injection.
Anyway,
injection.
It's a new injection.
My dad is going to.
I'm not going to pull out the cartilage out.
Well, and it's just one step. So this is now they're testing it for knees. But
I was
the
just
same technology, I think it will snowball.
Yeah, this shoulder might need it.
Yeah. So just think of all the ways and things that it could eventually snowball to. So I'm excited.
That's good. I mean, that is a PSA.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep your eyes out. If you're having some knee pain, this might be on the market soon. Oh God. I can't with this. I can't.
Can we wrap up on topics with this very big moment?
Thank you, TMZ, for capturing this.
Can I, before we go in, can I just play a clip for you?
Yes,
please do.
absolutely.
Because I think it's very important for us to be able to
Does this happen when you do your squats? Oh, it has happened.
It has happened before, but we're not going to talk about that.
Sorry.
All right.
Well, we are, but.
To know, of course, how and why this chaos is spreading through their streets, and we need a complete investigation that's independent. Now on Iran and the NDAA.
Oh my God, that was poor Chuck Schumer talking on the Senate floor and apparently farted, but he didn't acknowledge it.
I don't even say apparently. I mean,
he can't.
I
think he's suffering from the parasite.
Oh,
the Taco Bell parasite.
He might be.
Yes.
He might be.
Wow,
That's the worst thing when you're like, I'm not talking about just a parasite, but when you are in the middle of like your stomach flu or anything like that, and you thought you got your last load out and you're going to meet people. Well,
I don't even think you have to have a stomach flu. It's just daily.
Everybody I had it on the cabin.
We
were playing.
We were playing a game, and
according to yours perspective,
no, we were there watching and involved.
A game piece.
Yes.
We're at a picnic table.
It was a light little toot.
Can you let us say what you did?
Say it.
You dropped a game piece on the deck, and you bent over as one would do to pick up the game piece
and snap.
And it was a
it was a
toot. Yeah, it was a toot. right in our friend Melissa's face because she was also leaning down.
So I
to
feel
find the
for
piece.
is it Senator?
And immediately
Senator
you're like,
Schumer?
Yes.
We're
I
all
feel
like,
for him.
Yeah. And
Yes.
you didn't cough either. I think that's what people normally do. If one slips out, you're like,
Well, what's funny is I've been watching the news, and a lot of times, like the different reporters are trying to talk to other senators in DC, and all they keep asking about was, did Chuck Schumer fart on the Senate floor? And the senators are just trying to dodge the questions, not laugh. They kind of smile, they smirk, they try to keep walking. It's very funny. I can't get enough.
It's it's the
it's
gift that keeps on giving.
That's a slip it out.
So thank you, TMZ.
That's
We
a
love
slip it out.
those types of reports.
If you have a situation like that, I have a product for everybody that I want to bring in. Because sometimes if it's not the actual dry fart, you might shart.
You might.
You know what a charting means?
Yes. Who doesn't?
So I have a product that we kind of like very little talked about when we were on the episode of The Cabin with Kyle and Denise and Melissa, because Matty forgot the portable bidet.
Mm-hmm.
I have a solution for everybody. There is this product that is I really like. It's called Dude Wipes. I mentioned it before. Actually, they went into Shark Tank. There were some data saying that there were some grown-up men going into the aisle for baby wipes constantly because they wanted to just keep it down there squeaky clean.
Sure.
And now Dude Wipes, it's just like something about a wipe. It's still a wipe that it just says Dude Wipes. It's just for you. It's targeted for men. Obviously, in this case, there are unscented. I usually go with the mint shell.
Oh, is that?
Does it give you a tingle?
Scented?
It is scented.
Oh,
It's
so some are scented.
It gives you a little tingle.
Unscented.
Does
It
it
gives you a
tingle?
little tingle.
Wow.
You can try it. This is for you, Matty.
Oh,
I'm going to
really?
leave it here for you.
Why
Oh,
did you
wow.
get me the extra large?
Because this is one of the things that I want to bring in. One of the things that Dude Wipes are they're very proud of it. It just requires one wipe or one of those sheets that they have because it's large enough so that you don't have to go into like multiple wipes because that's gonna clog your toilet.
That's saying a lot to be able to get it all in one wipe. But okay.
I mean, if you have a ghost poop, that's
well, that's a different story. I don't need the Dude Wipe.
you might still need to wipe.
We need to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is, I don't know that I won't be flushing those down the toilet. So
Yes, they're not supposed
They
to.
are
go down
made
the
with
toilet.
99% water plus aloe and vitamin E. They're plant-based, and they are supposed to be one of the best dissolvable wipes that you could have. You have it. They do have it on the back that you have to look into your counties and cities legal laws.
And they all say no.
legal
don't.
laws. It could be illegal.
Yes, it could be illegal because if it
Yeah,
clogs,
because it goes through the city sewer system.
but they are, like I say, they are the larger than the standard flushable wipe, so that could actually
clog your toilet more.
clog your toilet, but you
But
have
with two T's.
your hole right squeaky clean.
So it's
and Matty, there is a 1% cash back on the Rakuten.
you should have led with that. I almost
So
feel
Dude
like
Wipes.
when I use them, I need to bring a little plastic bag with me so I can tuck them in the plastic bag.
No, that would be a pullout.
Well-
So
You know what they are good for if you are going on a hike and you
100%.
or if you're camping
Yeah,
or hiking or even
Oh,
people,
that's true.
you know, when people run marathons, they
they
shit
the pants.
themselves
Yeah,
and it goes all over their
Yeah.
legs. You could do a little, do they have like a tiny travel pack?
yes, they do. I brought
Okay.
in the big
Now we're
pack, but
talking.
they have a travel pack
Now we're
that
talking.
is just one wipe away. And if you listen, it's the summer, you get a little sweaty,
Right.
you wipe it.
Right.
And
Well,
if
JJ,
you get
that's
a
a good
mint
point.
chill in the middle of the summer, I'm telling
With
you.
this fucking heat, you could just get swamp ass.
Oh.
And so you can just, you know what that is, Megan? Swamp
Yes.
ass. Okay,
What do you think I live in like the 1950s?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
I know all these terms.
I'm just okay. Well,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
just choose not to use them.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
think it'd be good for a swamp.
I am a
It
lady.
is. Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
if you're at your Pride festival,
But let me ask
Oh,
you, can I use
for,
those to wipe my body?
yes, 100%.
Yeah, so you could use them if it's a hot day.
Yeah,
you just
you
get
just,
done
like,
pickleballing. You could do a little wipe.
Wipe it.
Yeah.
And if
But
you,
those
again, mint chill
Yeah, I
is where
kind
it's
of
at.
like that.
what are those things called that are portable johns? A portable john.
Yeah.
Porta
I wouldn't.
Perfect.
Porta
Porta john. Porta john.
Yeah.
That would be good. I would use those in there.
Yeah.
So it's funny
that-
that this is your product because
Oh,
I
there she
was at
comes.
work earlier this week and we got an email sent to the whole company from the facility manager that dude wipes were seen in the men's bathroom. We have some single
It's a
stall
progressive
bathrooms
master.
and there was dude wipes
Oh,
left in
no.
there and that they cannot be used at all. It violates our lease and it clogs the toilets and to stop using them immediately.
How did they know that they were dude wipes though?
Because someone left that package in
The
there.
full
It said-
package? They
Yes.
bought the full package?
Yes.
Or were they having like the little
They
traveling
had a
package?
picture. They had a picture.
full picture?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
They left it
Did
like
they look
on
up
the
their
toilet
local
paper.
laws? Did that person break a law?
Well, it violates our lease.
Wow.
So
I use them
Right.
everywhere I go.
at work,
I have used them. at work.
don't leave them in that bathroom. You're going to get
Well,
in
our
trouble.
bathrooms
I
are
see.
professionally like when you flush, it's just like a turbulence.
Well,
going on.
that's
doesn't
most
matter.
commercial bathrooms are that way.
It's when it gets to its destination the problem,
Yes,
JJ.
correct.
You both are like putting down my
No,
product.
No, I'm not. I'm
It's
telling
just the
you,
facts.
it's great for Pride festivals, hiking,
Bring a little bit.
marathon running, outdoor gardening. If you don't want to come back inside, it's great for those things.
So you bring in your dude wipes and your poo bag with you. You put the wipes
No.
on the bag.
in those instances, if they're biodegradable,
Yeah, they are.
I'm just digging a little hole and putting them in.
Yeah, and a
So see
flower
how
might
much-
come up out of
See
it.
how much I'm supporting?
Well, look,
Love
and
it.
if you go to Europe, you're not even allowed in Europe a lot of times to put toilet paper in the toilet
You're not,
Well, then what do
which
you
I
do?
don't like.
because
Yeah.
of the pipes being
Yeah.
hundreds
So
of
what do you
years
do
old.
there?
They want you to just wipe and put it in the trash can, which
Yeah,
is
I
gross.
told my family sometimes, I'm like, you have to just put them on the toilet here. But that's a different.
Oh my
when
God.
your family visits.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just don't.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's a
See?
different
Yeah,
story.
well, I'm just-
and family. If you're
I
listening,
support
you know
your
it's right.
product, but for people at home who have to pay for their own sewer systems
Right. We
and
don't want them coming
toilet
for us.
plumbers,
Anyway,
F-I's and I's.
there is travel packs. You can find them at Walmart. You can find it on Amazon. It's just about $2 for 18 wipes.
Get them online. You'll
And
save
if
2
there is
cents
a
with
standard home
Rakuten.
pack of 144 wipes, around $12
Ooh.
and 29 cents in Target. But bringing this home, Costco has a 480 wipe package, and that
Wow.
is just $25
When did you pick those up?
before the cabin, because I couldn't even use them at the cabin.
Oh, right.
Because
I
there's
forgot.
some legal situation happening and some rules that I have
Well,
to
the
follow.
sewer system up there can be
Yeah,
dicey.
and I didn't do it. I didn't use them. So, dude wipes. This is it,
I like
guys.
it.
Regardless of what Megan and Maddie
No.
are
No,
saying.
I
It's
support
great.
it. I'm
Definitely
just-
not a shitty product. I like that.
It is not-
I like that. I like that.
Maddie, that was good.
I
Way
kind
to
of
bring
am
it home.
intrigued by this mint chill personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Maddie, and you will tell me this is for you.
tell
This
you.
is your gift.
I'll tell you if I get a tingle.
Yes. Slip it in and pull out.
Okay, yeah,
Let's
I think
do
it's
it.
time for some slip it ins and pull it out. So, my slip it in for anyone, if you haven't heard or don't know, the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale is officially live. And I will tell you, this is big. The discounts they have on some really great name brand type products are not to be missed. So, I have highlighted some of what I think are the best deals, best products. They're in our link tree.
Oh, really?
I've got a Nordstrom Anniversary Sale collection. Go and
I'm
check
gonna
it
go
out.
in.
I'm talking Uggs that are normally over $100 are $60. Skincare products that are over $100 are $50. You get buy one, get ones. A lot of your athletic wear, athleisure wear that are normally over $100 are $50 or less. So amazing, great deals. Plus some of your like products, like you want a red light therapy mask.
I kind of do.
Or you need a new high-end hair dryer, things like that. The discounts are big and that you don't want to miss them. So it goes until I think August 8th or 9th, but it's live now. Check it out. I've already bought one purchase. A couple things I wanted were sold out. I'm kind of monitoring to see if they come back. So
love to monitor things.
I do. I've always got a monitor. Well, when I get stressed at work or I need a little break, I do a little quick review of the things I'm monitoring online.
She is constantly working.
It gives me a break. It gives me a little break. But keeping on the line of shopping, my pull it out also relates. I know, Matty, you're a Rakuten fan, as am I, and I do use it. However, I get very angry when I'm on a website like Amazon. And then the Rakuten little announcement, if you have the browser attachment, will say, oh, get it here cheaper. Plus you get 10% back. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that seems like a good deal. I'm going to do it. So I go there, get to the checkout process, only to have to pay $10 or $20 for shipping. Where on Amazon, it's free with Prime. So then the product, not only is it more money, it's like way more money, and I'm paying for shipping, which I hate doing. So
that should only happen to you once, maybe twice. And then you should be like, I'm not falling for it. Because I know what you're saying, and I've done the same thing.
Well,
and now
it's always worth a checkout. I check it out and see. But anyway, I almost inevitably end up back at Amazon. Because some of the other websites might offer some free shipping.
Constantly, yeah. And I think that Matty taught me that too. Like even with the TikTok shop, I see the product and I like it, and I check on Amazon first.
Well, and I'll tell you with the TikTok shop, I have found some good items there, but here's another PSA. Those same items many times are cheaper on Temu. Go right to the source.
We don't have.
Well, I'm just saying.
I think that's with any product. Don't buy it when you see it first, wherever. Like you can I usually do a little investigation no matter what.
Yeah.
A click, a pick. Google Shopping Lens. Google Lens Shopping is a good resource as well. Okay, I'm going to go. We've talked a little bit about food. There in the past episodes, I think I wanted to let you guys know that I was going to try to start using however, comma.
Oh God,
and
don't.
Megan,
I haven't seen him.
Megan
that.
said she wants to use the gay vine. I have a new one.
Oh, okay.
So I
Do we need to slip it in like slang dictionary?
I misunderstood somebody and thought they were using this term in a way that they weren't. But then I'm like, I think that could take off, and I'm going to use it in the way I thought I understood it. Somebody said something like, oh, that's noodles. And I thought they were like,
it's a Gen Z.
Well, they were talking about the fact that they were actually noodles. So that was just a person saying those are noodles. But I think noodles could be like the shit. Oh, wow. I like your slip it in. That's fucking noodles.
Oh, see, I don't like it. Like, I thought you were going to say you were using noodles for like, if someone said something and you're like, I don't know, you'd be like, I'm noodles, which means you're noodling it over. You're thinking about it.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
What about
like Nolan, that guy who went missing?
Like noodling.
Oh, he left his wallet and phone on the boat. That seems odd. I'd be like, I'm noodles.
No, don't. It's not that. It's
that's how I'm using it.
It's
if you hear me say noodles, it's because I'm thinking about it.
It's JJ when he found those packet of dude wipes at Costco for a great deal. He's like, "Fuck noodles! They're all. I get 180 of them for
that sounds weird.
Noodles." Oh.
I also don't want to say noodles.
Exactly. I agree.
Whatever.
It seems really.
You don't have to do it all animated.
What you said is like,
I know.
Oh, fuck noodles.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
I don't think you should say. I'm gonna pull back the fuck instead of saying, "Oh fuck noodles." Just be like, "Oh noodles, noodles."
I think you sound uneducated.
Oh, wow.
Instead of saying noodling it over, you're just, I'm noodles.
I know exactly what I'm saying. Thank you.
All right. However,
I think it's noodles. Okay.
Right.
My pull it out is I don't somebody's gonna have to check me on this, but I was at Walmart this morning at 9:45.
That's a bold choice.
I didn't know you were a Walmart shopper.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a shock.
That's your pull out.
That's
End of story.
That's a noodles.
I am about to noodle on that.
I had a specific item I had to get. It's neither here
Just
nor
in
there.
Walmart?
Yes.
Can you
They
tell us?
do
No.
have Walmart only items. I will say I noticed that.
Can you tell us more
no,
about this?
this is not you guys are really disrupting my slips and
Dude
pulls
wipes,
today.
perhaps?
Anyway, when you walk in, there is a Michigan lottery, one of those kiosks.
Mm-hmm.
I like to play scratch offs, and I also like to do the Lotto 47 old school because I feel like nobody plays that one anymore. So
somebody will win.
So I couldn't get it to take my cash, or I couldn't get it to take my card. And finally, the greeter person that was there, she says, "Sorry, sir, 10 a.m." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, the lotto sales
I'm like,
are
"What
like
do you mean?"
liquor.
She goes, "It's 9:54. You've got 6 minutes before you can buy those." I had no idea.
I didn't either, but it
I
makes
don't-
sense.
I don't know if it's a Walmart policy or a Michigan lottery policy.
It's
It has
a
to be
Michigan
Michigan.
lottery
You can't
policy.
quote unquote gamble before 10 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
why are you giving me those limitations? Is it because
It's just like liquor. It's the state.
I thought they loosened that. I thought
Only if
Jennifer
you-
Graham.
only if you buy certain licenses from the state that you can sell liquor before noon on a Sunday or other times.
I want my lottos at 9:30 if I want them at 9:30.
It is kind of in today's world, like who cares?
Maybe it's because that if people are buying their lottos first thing in the morning, that could equate to an addiction. Like they wake up, they got to go get their lottos. Nope. Take a breather. Decide whether or not you really need those, and maybe you'll change your mind by 10 a.m. I don't know, but I didn't get them, so therefore I may not.
You didn't wait the 6 minutes.
Oh, well, here's even fuller. I do my shopping and I go back to it, and the lady's still there. I tried again. It did not work. And I'm like, and I did this emoji, and she's like, "Well, I'm sorry, sir. Somebody actually has to turn the machine on." She's like, "I'll call him and have him come up." And I said, "No, it's fine. I've got other places to stop." She goes, "I've got to call him anyway because he should have been turning it on."
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, "I'm not waiting." But thank you.
Well,
And
that's a
so-
Walmart personnel problem that you're
Well,
identifying.
I just tackled 2 items.
Yeah.
But
Walmart, get your personnel to, do their jobs. I mean, that
10 a.m. turn the machine.
100%. If it has to be
It
turned
has
on.
to be automatic.
Well, you would think.
In today's world, don't leave it to a person.
But that's a problem with the
Automate
Michigan
that.
lottery. So that's a third issue we have.
Wow.
Well, I don't take offense with Michigan Lottery. They have their
Well,
I'm
that's the
saying,
rules
to
and the
JJ's
legal-
point, the machine should automatically kick on. Clearly they don't. So Michigan lottery should
Oh,
fix
it was
it.
a Michigan Lottery machine? It wasn't a
Yes.
Walmart. Oh,
Yes.
their machine.
It was a self-serve Michigan lottery machine.
It's interesting because now I'm going to see, I just saw Mega Millions was at 600 million, a commercial. I'm like, oh, maybe I should buy a ticket. And I always buy them online. So I'm going to try to before 10 a.m. I'm going to. I will.
Because if you can, I feel like that sketch, because that's
Then
a
it's-
workaround. And
yes.
the addicts are wherever there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. And
then I question Walmart, and it's a Walmart
so
policy.
this might come to be continued.
Yes.
JJ?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to noodles.
Might slip it in. Matty and maybe Megan knows that it's the summer, so I love a good, and I kind of did a reference on Costco. I love a good hot dog summer. I love a hot dog, period.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I really love is, and before you come from me on regards to the pronunciation, I do it like mayonnaise on the hot dog.
Oh,
I
really?
love that
Ugh.
so much. And when I see at the Costco or whatever I'm going to get my hot dog, there is a mayonnaise dispenser, it's a dream.
That
I
happened
love
in
it.
New York. Do you
It
remember?
happened in New York. I was
on
so
Liberty
happy.
Island of all
And
places.
it's really rare that I could see it happening, but Costco has it.
We were on Liberty Island, and you know how
Mhm.
you go and get your condiments.
Mhm.
He saw the ketchup and then he saw the mayos and he went, noodles.
Oh, God.
Yes! 100%.
I'm pretty sure he didn't,
I didn't say
I
noodles.
swear to God. I swear
I'm
to God.
sure he
I swear to
didn't.
God.
So I was so excited, and I'm very excited. And if you have not tried it yet, ketchup and mayo on your hot dog, it's a dream.
You know,
so yummy.
I'm kind of in the minority. Like, there's this whole group of people, and it seems like they're the loudest. So I feel like I'm in the minority, but that people say you have to have mustard or mustard only on hot dogs. And I'm a mustard girl.
I agree.
I do ketchup, but I like a sweet relish.
Can I say, so my question on that is, you think the mustard community is the loudest?
About that it has to only be mustard.
I know people that they
on
only
hot
do
dogs.
mustard.
Yes. No, that's what I'm saying. They are very loud about it, and that's the proper way to eat a hot dog is mustard only.
Okay.
You never hear that, or people...
I do, but I think the mustard community might be like, I think we're being averagely loud about it.
Oh, I don't know.
What's your pull it out, JJ?
My pull it out is a remote control hunt.
Oh.
Remote control hunt.
Hunt?
Hunt. H-U-N-T.
I don't know what a remote control hunt is.
When I am on my couch.
Oh, a hunt for a remote control.
And I swear I had it right next to me.
You know.
I usually do because I turn the TV on. When I'm about to turn the volume up or down or switch the channel or switch to another app, the remote is nowhere to be found.
I struggle with this as well.
I do not on my couch because we have like big armrests. It's more so when I watch TV in bed, or I have a frame TV and it's a very small remote. Well, I like to support our top products. Anyway, it's a very small remote, and it constantly, I'm searching on the comforter trying to find it when I need to fast forward or do something. Yeah.
It's weird because when you have it in your hand, it's you do what you do and you put it wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because you got it.
And then so
you landed on when you wanted to watch.
We have no one to be upset about.
No.
Except for ourselves. Because I agree, JJ. It's a good
But I'm there, I'm watching it, and about to turn the TV on again or like the volume, and I'm like, I'm noodles about it.
No,
I know you are.
No,
no, you are.
No, you guys are screwing with my noodles.
Well,
Stop screwing.
it can be used multiple ways.
I'm just there. Like, my noodles are like off the shelf.
You guys you just use noodles as a bad thing, and now you're using it as
no.
Negan's
I thought
thing.
you meant he's thinking about where it is.
Thinking about what the noodles.
Well, how do you feel once you find it? Noodles.
Noodles.
Oh my God, I can't with that. All right, Slippers. Until next time. Check out our link tree at Slip It In Podcast on Linktree. You can reach out to us. We want to hear from you. So DM us, email us. You can reach out to us on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook, all at Slip It In Podcast. Email us, slipitInpodcast@gmail.com, or call and text us at 313-444-9004. Till next time.
Beg for more with a guilty pleasure.